Hi everyone, welcome to Colouring with Kate. Thank you for joining me today. So in this video I'm just going to share my essential colouring accessories. So I had this idea when I watched Amanda Colours here on YouTube, and she had a video which was something like 5 favourite supplies and 5 favourite books. And I was going to do an identical video because she did say that if anybody wanted to they could, and then I thought I'd do 2 videos because I'm always running out of ideas for videos. I thought I'd do this video which is my essential colouring accessories, and then I think I'll do one where I share my current favourite colouring books. I think I might do one, I'm not sure, but yeah, let's get to this video first. So it was going to be my 10 essential colouring accessories, but unfortunately I couldn't stop at 10. So Kitty says hello and let's get started. So yeah, excuse my voice because it is a bit I feel like I'm in a constant state of a cold during these autumn months. So yeah, these are colouring supplies or accessories I should say, that are things that sort of enhance the colouring. So you know, I won't be including things like pencil sets or gel pen sets or you know, things like that, markers or anything like that. So the first thing is of course a good sharpener. So bring you closer. So this is my M&R sharpener, and I always use this. This is my new one. I have got an old one here which I use. So this one I take to on holidays when I go on holiday. So yeah, it's really a brilliant sharpener, and you can see that it's the wedge shaped one with the standard hole and the larger one, and it fits most pencils. Now for those that doesn't fit certain pencils too easily, I use this, which is going to just make mess everywhere, but this Dahl 133 I think it's called. Someone else told me about this because I said I wanted a pencil sharpener which fits the square Brute Fooners, and this does fit the square Brute Fooners, and it fits a lot of other pencils as well that are larger sized. So yeah, it comes with this table clamp thing so that you can sort of clamp it to your desk, but it is a really good handheld sharpener. Yeah, it is the Dahl 133 because it says it on here. It's a brilliant sharpener. Really good sharpener, well worth the money. So that's my number 1, I would say. The sharpeners, 2 sharpeners that I use, the M&R sharpener, and of course this you can buy replacement blades. So these blades here were for this wedge shaped sharpener, and they were from Amazon, and yeah, a pack of 8 or 10 or something like that, but yeah, definitely worth it. Number 2 is my Tombow Eraser. So it's the Mono Zero eraser, and it's just brilliant because it allows you to rub out any details, you know, where you've got a detailed colouring page, because it's quite fine. I have got the Derwent eraser, just get that, lean over and get it. So this is my Derwent electric sharpener, which is really good as well. This one I mainly use for, you know, when I'm trying to do one of those bokeh type backgrounds, or my version of it, and I want to rub out pastel or something, then I use this, but generally I will just use this Mono Zero. And of course there are refills which you can get on Amazon again. So yeah, that's number 2. So erasers. Number 3 I have an essential is white gel pens to add highlights and things. Now I'm adding more and more of these highlight things because yeah, the work that you know, my favourite colourists that I see on YouTube, they use a lot of white gel pen and their work looks stunning. One person comes to mind quite a lot, and that's Shell from Shell's Colouring Journey. Her work is just simply stunning. and yeah, I've looked at her work, and she uses quite a lot of white gel pen, and also like I do as well. I use silver gel pen and gold gel pen for accents. But yeah, this is an essential for anyone. These Arteza, well, not Arteza specifically, but white gel pens. So got a little bit of a black paper here just to show you. And so this is a Sakura 08. It comes in different, I mean, you can see here, once it gets going, it's really nice. And then I've got this one, which is a 08 Arteza. Good shake beforehand, improves it. But yeah, you definitely need a white gel pen. I guess this video is mainly probably for people who are newish to colouring, because most of the people who've been colouring for a while probably have these supplies already. Now, you can also use a white Posca pen, but I'll put that in a separate category. So white gel pens. Now, they are opaque, fairly opaque, but I want to try out the, is it PH Martins or something like that, white, that I want to really try out to see how that works, because I wanted the most opaque white ever. Right, so bringing you out a bit. So that's white gel pen number 3. So I had a few brands there. I had the Sakura Jelly Roll, which also comes in different sizes. You've got the Arteza ones. There's a 0.6, 0.8, 1. And then there's a Signo Broad that I've got, but I think that comes in a smaller size as well, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Number 4 is a black waterproof fine liner pen. So there are different versions of this. There are these, is this, yeah, the is it Uniball? I think it's, yeah, it might be. It says Uni on it, so yeah, so this is water and fade proof pigment ink. It's a 0.2 Uniball, but the ones that are my favourites, I have to say, are the Faber-Castell Pit Artist pens, and you've got this one, which is a small. They're the best quality ones that I've found. That's 0.3, and then I've got a fine, which is, oh, what is that? It just says fine, so can't see the nib size, maybe it's 0.5 millimeter. And then this one's XS, you can see at the top, XS, extra small, and it's a 0.1. Now I use these, I'll just give you a little show of where I use them. So when I use metallic paint, I don't like the basically it goes over the black lines, and then I like to put the black lines in again, so I go around the different things. So you can see here on this picture that yeah, I've gone over, like this bit's got the metallic paint on, so I've gone over the lines with the waterproof black fine liner. That was a sneak peek, by the way, for one of my pictures I've done for October. Yeah, so another essential, the black fine liners, which are waterproof, so that you can use water-based mediums. Number 5, a silver and a gold. Oh, right, hang on. Silver and gold pens. So one of the main, in fact I forgot to take these out, but let's just do it now. Right, so these are my absolute favourites. The only problem with these is they actually come in a pack of 3 with a 3mm and a 4mm as well, and I don't use them. I only really use the 0.7mm, so yeah, I need to see if I can get these singles. They're absolutely brilliant. It's like a paint marker, yeah, metallic paint marker, and it's a silver. Let's just bring you in a little bit here. I'm just it's just an amazing, I don't know if you can pick that up, but it's a really, really nice silver. I wouldn't be surprised if it's running out actually, because let's do it on here, because it is, I've used it so much. And then I've got a gold one as well. It is available in a bronze or a copper, I want to say, one of those, but I haven't got that one as of yet. So yeah, the marks you can see there, brilliant shiny pens. Now I'm showing you a few alternatives as well, because you know we might not all be able to get these things, so I just thought that this, you know, alternatives are always good. So what the other silvers or golds that I use that I find really good are the Uniball Signo Metallic Silver and the Uniball Signo Metallic Gold. These two are really good as well. It's just so bright on here that you can't actually see. Right, can you see? Alright, yeah, there you go. It's just because the light is directly overhead, but anyway, this Uniball Silver is absolutely brilliant, as well as the gold. So you don't have to have these. You can get away with using these two, and I think the Uniball Metallics are absolutely brilliant. I'll just make some marks here on black paper as well, so you can see how good they are, because they're really good. And this is the gold one, so silver and gold. They are really good. I highly recommend those as well. The other alternatives for gold and silver, because remember these are all colouring accessories, so they're versatile, which means you can pretty much use them on any page. The other thing I use are gold and silver paints, watercolours, which I've forgotten to take out, but anyway, I'll just try to get them now. So these are from the Art Spirits on Etsy, so Rebecca's Paints, and this is the gold set, and sorry I don't have the names to hand, but this gold, I think it's rusty gold, and then this yellowy gold is my favourite. So yeah, one of these gold paints. You also have Gansai Tambi gold paints and Coliro gold paints. Gold paint is always going to, gold or silver paint is always going to look shinier than a metallic pen in my view. So now the other silvers, the silvers that I would recommend, these are again Rebecca's Art Spirit paints. The True Silver's amazing, and the Tin Man, these two are absolutely stunning silvers, True Silver and Tin Man. Yeah, so I would say those are highly recommended paints. So if you are starting out in colouring and you want to get some metallic paints, but you want to get the essentials, then I would suggest one silver and one gold. Possibly this yellowy gold would be really nice, and then this True Silver or Tin Man I would go for. Now have I got a little, yeah, let's show you. So that's True Silver. You can see that that's very shiny. The Tin Man's not as shiny as the True Silver, so go for the True Silver if you want it to be really reflective. And then the gold, in the gold set, sorry, just finding it here. Alright, there we go, we've got names. Rusty Gold, and then I'd get the Yellow Gold. It was actually called Yellow Gold. So yes, that's that for gold and silver pens and paints. What's next? Number 6, the Sakura Black Glaze. Now this is in a category all of its own, because it's just an amazing pen. So you can get individual pens like this from Cult Pens. It's absolutely brilliant, and basically it gives you a lovely shiny glossy sort of raised, slightly raised, not particularly, but glossy shiny surface. So it's really good for things like the pupil of the eyes, I guess you could use it on, or anything that you want to stand out. You can use it if it's some ink on a page, you can colour the ink with this, because it's lovely glossy and shiny. But yeah, you can pretty much use it on anything, but it gives you that glossy shiny look. So the black Sakura Glaze pen is another essential accessory. number 7, we've got clear glitter gel pens. So, clear glitter. Well, this is a category where it's not just clear glitter, but there's glitter pens as well. So let me just see if I can. Right, so the first clear glitter pen I've got is this one, which I do recommend highly. It's a jelly roll, Sakura jelly roll. You can see there on the pen cap there's a little star, shooting star type thing, and basically I'll just raise it in a minute so you can see, but there you go, over there where my finger is. So that's a clear glaze. So what you can do is you can I don't know, just over the top of your pencil colouring. So let's just do something quick here. It's just got Holbeins to hand. So if you've done some colouring with your pencils, obviously better than this little mess here, let's just do some shading on top. Obviously I'm just doing it quickly for demonstration purposes. You can go over it with your clear. Come on, you haven't run out, have you? Have you run out? No, you haven't. Okay, so you can just go over that with your pen and make it shiny with the clear glitter. So that's a really good way of adding glitter in a subtle way. I hope you can see that. It's a little bit too shiny, isn't it? So yeah, that's a clear glitter pen that I highly recommend. Again, you can get this in singles from Cult Pens, I think. So that's the clear Sakura Glaze Pen. What else? We have this one, which I always recommend. Like it is actually my favourite silver glitter pen, and it is the Uniball Signo silver, sparkling silver. So Uniball silver, sparkling silver, sorry, and you can see there it's just superb. It's so sparkly, it's absolutely beautiful. So yeah, that's the sparkling silver. There is a gold version of that available as well, which is this one. And then there it is. So there they are there too, them Uniball sparkling silver and gold. Absolutely beautiful pens and some of my favourites. And then just to give you alternatives, you've got those pens. So you've got the clear Sakura Glaze Pen, you've got the silver, sparkling silver glitter Uniball, and the sparkling gold Uniball. And then you have, let's see, the watercolor glitter paints. So basically we have these from Rebecca. We've got Rainbow Dust, Mirror Dust and Mermaid Dust, and I've got some more in here. So this one is Gold Dust. There you can see it there, Gold Dust, and there's Disco Dust as well, which is sort of multicoloured little pieces, and the Gold Dust. Best thing about the paints, these glitter paints, is that they don't rub off, so they stay put, which is really good. Including these, of course, because they're the watercolour glitter paints. They stay put. Only problem with these pens is they do rub off. You know, so you will have to put some page in between, you know, something to stop the page rubbing onto the page on the other side, because it will come off. So yeah, those are the things. Now the other things that you could use for glitter are the Glamour Dust, Acrylic, and this clear Ice Comet. Now remember, I'm not showing you all the glittery stuff that I've got, it's just the accessories just to add to your colouring. So I'm just going to show you what these look like, so that you get an idea. So where are we? So that's the Galaxy Glitter Clear Ice Comet, so you could overlay that on, you know, your colouring, your pages, or for a background on top of something else like acrylic paint. And I'd really recommend using these on pages which are not, you know, which can't handle a lot of water. So, you know, your Amazon printed paper. So that's Clear Ice Comet, and then this Glamour Dust, the ice crystal, is just a very fine glitter. This one here, where my thumb is, you can barely see the glitter probably on camera, but it's got very fine pieces, whereas the Clear Ice Comet hasn't. It's got bigger pieces of glitter in it. So yeah, those are two glitter acrylics. What I'll do is I will type all these things up so that hopefully you've got them in the description, because I know some of you may be interested in them. And then my last glittery alternatives for essentials are some stickles here. So essentials, I would say, as my accessories, colouring accessories, would be a silver stickles and a gold stickles. Well, actually this isn't gold, this is sunflower, but it is available in gold. I just picked out the wrong one. I just thought, oh, it looks gold, so it must be gold. But yeah, there is a gold version of this and a silver stickles. And of course there's plenty of sort of clear stickles glitter, you know, with slightly different colours in them. So like this one here is got blue glitter pieces in it, it's called Twinkle. This one is Diamond, it's got multicoloured glitter in it. And then this is another sort of with more of a whitish appearance with multicoloured glitters in it, that's Stardust. So those are all my glittery, clear glittery accessories, along with gold and silver glitters as well. Right, number 8. I've got 11, so I'm almost done. So number 8 essential accessory is my Glossy Accents. They're just amazing, the Glossy Accents. They give a raised glossy appearance. Now if you don't want to use this, because it does make colouring on the other side of the page a bit difficult, you could use a clear glaze pen. So this is a clear glaze pen. I'm not sure you'll be able to see this, that's the only thing, but it gives a very glossy look. It's just there, I don't know if you can see it. So yeah, this is basically a clear glaze gel pen by Sakura as well, and then this is the Glossy Accents. I've had this for ages and I use it on things like eyes, sometimes fairy rings, windows, things like that. It dries clear so that you can you know, see the effect. Now have I got something to show you on there? Let me just right, let's see. So basically I just remembered one where I used it. So that's the Glossy Accents there, can you see? So that's the shine. You can see it gives a raised appearance. So colouring on the other side of this page is a bit uneven. Oops, it's a bit uneven. So unfortunately that's the downside of it, but look how lovely that is. It's just glossy, shiny. So yeah, that's number 8. Put that away, that there, pop that there. Number 9, another essential accessory for me, whoops, that right, are iridescent colours. So now I have these paints, let's get you out a little bit, these Gansai Tambi, and they're called Opal colours. Now I'm going to show you this because let's do a bit of pink, a bit of gold and a bit of violet. These are iridescent paints, very good for overlaying on top of coloured pencil or anything really, other paints or acrylic paints. You can just overlay on top. And I've got these Scrim Watercolors which I bought from Germany online. and they're basically the same thing as this. They're not that different. They're similar. They have the same effect as this, but this is to show you that. Let's have a look. It's a lovely, lovely iridescent sheen you get, and it's, you know, translucent. Maybe if you're in camera you can see it. Don't know if you can see that actually. It's very pale, so it's very, very translucent. Can you see there? Very translucent, with a very slight shade of pink, because you've got it in different colours: copper, gold, green, blue and violet. And I mean, if I do it on black paper you will be able to see it. Can you see that? Look at that. Very obvious, isn't it? And if I show you another colour, so what did I do? Did I use violet? Didn't I? So on black they're very obvious. On white you get a more translucent look. So on top of pencil it looks really, really nice. So you can use that on things like fairy wings and whatever, really, whatever you really want to use it on, just to give it that lovely iridescent look. Now what I used it on, I'll show you a quick example here, is on this page. I used it here on these buns, cakes, cupcakes I guess. So I coloured underneath it using some neon Holbein pencils just on the edges of the icing, and then on top I used the iridescent opal colour, and then on top of that I used some of the Art Spirits Rainbow Dust Glitter. Hope you can see it on top of these, you know, the icing basically on the cupcakes. So that's where I used it. Yeah, so that is another essential accessory for me, because it really sort of lifts my colouring and gives it a little bit of, you know, a little bit of something extra, I guess. Number 10, blender pens and blender pencils. So I use these Tombow blender pens. Quite a while ago I used just seeing if it's still working or dry, but I use these to blend my ink tints on Amazon paper. I try not to do it too often because they do run out quite easily, especially for backgrounds. But the blender pens that I use a lot of are these Derwent blender pens. Really good for blending not just your pencil work, but in particular Neocolor ones and Bambino crayons. So very good for blending crayons. In fact, that's how I did a few backgrounds that I've done recently. I've got videos on my channel. So yeah, Derwent blender pen. And then my other favourite blender is the, I can't find it now, it's the Derwent blender pencil, which has gone walkies somewhere. I've got the Caran d'Ache blender pencil, which I do like, but it's not my favourite. I like the Derwent. I bet once I finish filming, right, it'll turn up, because that's what always happens. Yeah, so yeah, the Derwent blender pen and the blender pencil. This is my favourite blender pen, though, I've got to say, to blend the crayons together. And my blender pencil favourite one is the Derwent one, although I cannot seem to find that at the moment. I don't know where it's gone. Yeah, I mean, the Prismacolor pencil here is quite a good blender pencil as well. So yeah, and then I've got this full blender from Caran d'Ache, which I barely use. Okay, so next, number 11. In fact, I've got one more thing to add, so I have got 12 actually. Number 11 is my black and white Posca pens. Right, Posca are essential, I think. Black in particular I use for backgrounds, you know, particularly for pages where I want to do a black background. So I use acrylic paint, but for the, you know, bits where it's a bit fiddly, you know, for the really detailed bits, these are ideal. The black Posca pens are ideal for going around the fine detail parts. And of course, instead of white gel pen, you can use white Posca. And particularly I'd use these if I'm using water on a page and I don't want my pens to sort of smudge. Posca should be alright, even though I know it is water based, but generally I find that if I don't use too much water, these are okay. So yeah, white and black Poscas. And finally, one thing that I did forget off my list without everything falling down is, how can I forget, an essential is a water brush. Have to have a water brush. In fact, let me write that on my list, because when I do the description I will forget, because that's what happens with me. Too many things to remember. So yeah, and this is my favourite accessory in terms of water brush, the Derwent push button water brush. So this is the fine one. The fine one's my favourite. I do have a medium brush size as well, but yeah, I find that this works really well. And basically that's it. Those are all my accessories. Yeah, so I hope you found this video mildly interesting at least, and until next time, take care, happy colouring, bye.